misses a contested lay-in. Biddle offensive rebound again. Biddle up. Whistle. He'll go to the line after bouncing it off the backboard.
I like what Desdrick Lindsay did there. All 5 Oregon players touched the floor. It went from one side of the floor to the other. He drove into the middle of the lane, didn't settle for a 3. And then again, Nathan Biddle fighting on that offensive glass in this rivalry game as he goes to the line for 2.
5 points already for Biddle to go with 3 boards. Makes the free throw. He's 3 for 3 at the line. Well, Desert Lindsay's shot fake was so good, it faked out the broadcaster. I thought he was going to catch and shoot, and instead he faked and then drove. You like to see it.
And sometimes we can't see because we sit on the floor, and Coach Altman, who can be animated on the sidelines, can get in our way from time to time. Oregon in the press.
Biddle made the free throw. It's 11-0 Ducks. Lake, help from a screen, works ahead. Coming off the bench, the 6'11" Australian Yak Yak. Lake trying to go down the right side, and he's able to score with the left hand. He crossed under the bucket, and he gets the Beavs on the board after Oregon started the game with an 11-0 run. Other end, Lindsay quickly to the basket. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Nice push up the sideline from Jackson Shellstead. Breakdown in defensive transition by Oregon State as Lindsay just attacks the rim and draws the foul. But to go back to the other end, Joey, Oregon is choosing to have Nathan Biddle just camp out in the paint and defend that rim because a lot of Oregon State shooters are not effective from distance.
Lindsay free throw. Too strong.
The favorites, number 13, Isaiah C. Jackson.
Now Isaiah C. is coming in. The 6'7" junior from France. A critical rotation guy that likes to shoot threes. Lindsay hits the second free throw, splits them, Ducks up by 10, 12-2, 16:44 to go in the first half. A little more pressure from Oregon on the inbound. Oregon State able to break it. Munch dribbles across, setting it up near the perimeter. And then it's tipped away. Tried to pass to Lake. Evans got bumped by Lake. The official pointed to Lake and said foul was called.
KJ Evans and Josiah Lake were just kind of jockeying for position there. Coach Tinkle does not like that call. As the pit crew says, give him a technical foul.
That is, though, the 5th on Oregon State already. Ducks get it into Evans. Evans. And a travel, I think. Yep.
Just had the ball at the elbow, crossed over, and kind of got caught off balance. Looked like he dragged his pivot foot a little bit.
16:26 to go until halftime. Oregon with a nice start, 12-2. Ducks are 3 of 6 from the floor, holding the Beavs to 1 of 4 here early. And now Lake able to get by the defense. He gets into the middle of the lane and scores.
And Jackson Shellstead took a shot in the backcourt with a crack screen.
Now a whistle against Oregon State's Munch. I didn't see it, to be honest with you. It was away from the ball. That's his second, and already the 6th team foul against Oregon State at the 16:08 mark in the first half.
Oregon didn't have a big guy to call that screen out, and Jackson just blindly got hit right in the side of the head. I'm glad he's okay as he stumbled back.
37, Olavi Sutella into the game for the Beavers.
Olavi Sutella checks in. Freshman from Finland. Evans passes to Biddle. And a whistle. Another stoppage as Yak Yak bumped Nate Biddle. And we are at the 16:01 mark in the first half. And that was the 7th foul against Oregon State. Nate Biddle will shoot 1-1.
And as a coach for Oregon State, you look up and you see 7 fouls to Oregon 0. They're coming out aggressive, but you got to do it without fouling.
Front end of the 1-1 is no good. Biddle misses it, so it stays 12-4. Oregon State's ball. Lake, help from a screen, works it to the right wing. Lake, averaging 14 a game, dribbles to the free throw line, passes to C. High arcing triple goes down. Evans closed out, and C hit it.
And that's what Oregon State can do. They're going to shoot a lot of threes. You got to get out and close out on that airspace.
Now Shellstad fakes, passes to Evans. Evans misses a triple of his own. Rebound Beavs. It's 12-7 Oregon. C can knock them down. This time, though, it's White. Takes it to the right elbow. Kicks out Yak triple. Off rim. Rebound Biddle. Fourth rebound for the big man already. Now Shellstad passes to Simpkins left wing. Up top to Biddle. Works it to Lindsay. Lindsay driving from the right wing. Tough shot off the backboard. No good. Rebound Oregon State. Ducks by 5 on defense. White running point from Jefferson City, Missouri. He passes it to Yak. Yak works it to the left block. Kicks it to the left corner. C now to White. White fakes one way. Dribbles to his right. Near the top of the key. Three-pointer off rim. Rebound Evans. Evans across the timeline. The big man brings it up himself. Now to Simpkins. Lob inside to Biddle, who has positioning and lays it in. Great pass and great seal-off from Nate Biddle in the post.
Good deep position early from the running big man, Nathan Biddle, and great find from Simpkins. Such a versatile guard for Oregon.
14-7 Ducks. C comes around a screen, pulls up right elbow, misses it. Rebound Lindsay near the free throw line. Lindsay to Biddle. Beavs do get back. Handoff now to Simpkins. Comes around to the top of the key toward the right elbow, and he carried the ball. Turnover for the Ducks. With 14:08 to go in the first half, Ducks 14, Beavers 7. Pretty solid start. We'll break it down when we come back as the Ducks are doubling up the Beavs here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold, so you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So, crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now.
Oregon basketball sponsored by Pepsi, Bigfoot Beverages, and the Pepsi Go Ducks Game Day app. Download the app, follow the Ducks, go Ducks, drink Pepsi. And you can find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season and get great deals along the way at KohlsandKohls.com. 14-7 Oregon, holding the Beavs to 1 of 4 from 3. That's a good start for the Ducks.
And the thing that's apparent initially is Oregon is going to take advantage of Nathan Biddle running the floor and getting great deep post position. He's already got 9 points, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. If he doesn't score down there, he's going to get fouled by Oregon State.
Ducks are going to substitute Sean Stewart in and also Devon Pryor. Great to see Pryor back. He missed the last game after he came down awkwardly in the second game of the season with about under a minute left in the contest. Didn't play on Wednesday, now back out there.
Great to see him back out there. Such a great, versatile athlete for Oregon.
He averages 6 rebounds a game early in his Oregon career.
Great length, great size,
Beaver ball.
ability.
Yak gets it to Lake. They work it around the perimeter. Back to Lake left wing. A little help from a screen. Gets some space. Circles under the basket. Passes right wing. I think he might have stepped out of bounds. Yeah, C stepped on the sideline. That's why the whistle blew. Oh, no. A foul on Lake. I thought he stepped on the sideline, honestly.
I think they got him for a moving screen on the dribble handoff where he handed it off, but then he brushed the defender.
That's the second on Lake. Left wing Simpkins works it inside. Stewart from the block. Bounces out from the left block. Pretty good quick look by Stewart.
Good look, just couldn't find a way to go down. It bounced all over the rim.
Kezia Ekisi is in off the bench for the Beavs. 3-ball up from the top, and it's drained by Sutella. Olavi Sutella, the freshman from Finland, was 0 of 1 on 3 on the season before that make. Now it's 14-10. Beavs has clawed back to be within 4. Simpkins, middle of the defense, drives inside and scores. Man, he is a quick burst kind of player.
And he keeps on showing his versatility. He's a great passer, great defender. Way to finish on that play through contact. Could have easily been a foul.
Ducks by 6. Sutella gets Stewart in the air with a fake. Passes under the bucket to Yak. Blocked and then goes in. Now a whistle blown by Tony Padilla. They will call a foul on Stewart from behind. It looked like Stewart blocked it to the backboard and then it went in anyway. So it'll be an and one opportunity for the Beavs.
And it was really a late call by the official. Ball was kind of hanging on the rim, waiting for it to go in or out, and he came in with the late call.
So Yak will go to the line where he is 9 for 9 on the season. Make it 10 for 10. 3-point lead for the Ducks. Beavs, to their credit, have not gone away despite 8 fouls. We're not even a quarter of the way into the game. Shellstad with a bounce pass ahead to Pryor against a little Beaver pressure. Now toward the middle of the floor, Shellstad. 15 to shoot. Give to Pryor. Ducks with a motion away from the ball. Stewart to Waylon, who just checked in. Now it's Shellstad left corner. Dribbling. Shellstad to the middle of the free throw, toward the free throw line, and he hits a 12-foot fadeaway in the middle of the lane.
And good recognition there from Jackson Shellstad. Oregon State showed a zone defense from a three-quarter court zone. Good patience there by Oregon.
18-13 Ducks. Beaver ball. Right elbow. Now kick out. Yak for 3. He knocks it down. That's the first 3-pointer of the season for the 6'11 junior. 3 straight makes by Oregon State to get within 2. Shellstad now. 3 of his own. Yep.
Quick trigger. Jackson Shellstad stops on a dime and just pulls up from deep in rhythm.
And he likes that spot. Just a few steps to the right of the top of the key, and he nailed it. A whistle as the Ducks go back on defense. Waylon bumped Ekisi on a pass under the bucket. So Waylon whistled for a foul. Beaver ball when we come back. Oregon 21, Oregon State 16. Back to Matthew Knight Arena after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
'Twas the month of November, and all through Bob's stores were weekly unboxings of savings and more. I'm talking unbeatable values on styles for every room. You could even save big on thousands of markdown clearance items. Excuse me. Well, you get the idea. So stay tuned and stop into your local store or shop online to unbox major savings every week in November.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
Console.
Duck Basketball is brought to you by our friends at Safeway, the official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big Sweepstakes and enter for a chance to win great prizes such as duck gear or season tickets. Oregon Basketball is also brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Centers, proud to support Oregon Basketball where performance and reliability shine just like their top-rated tires. I got to get mine rotated. They notified me that. Sent me an email today.
Well, it's that time of year.
It is that time of year.
It's icy.
21-16. Ducks have hit 3 straight. Beavs have hit 3 straight. And despite 8 fouls, Oregon State is within 5 points. The Ducks have led by as many as 11. They started the game out 11-zip. The Beavs have clawed their way back in a bit.
Yeah, you have to give Oregon State credit for mixing up the defenses. They do such a nice job in that zoom action where a guard will go set a screen on another guard into a dribble handoff. But like you said, Oregon State's got 8 fouls. Josiah Lake, who's got 2. You know, if Oregon can pick up his 3rd foul in the first half, that could be very detrimental for the Beavers. Oregon State ball, baseline out.
Into Ekasi. Works it to the top. Now tries to go toward the bucket himself, and he's able to get to the basket and lay it in. Pretty nice drive to the cup for his first bucket. Guy averaging just under 6 a game.
And Oregon State back out in a 2-3 zone.
Now the Ducks try to pass it. It hits the bottom of the basket. Wei Lin tried to zip it, and it hit the rim. Now to Shellstad up top. He fires a 3, long range. Missed it a little short. 21-18 Ducks still. Rebound Beavs. Samar bounces it to Yak. Yak dribbling right wing. Pass to the top. Sutella. Now C gets by the defense. Reverse lay-in. Scores with the right hand. It's a 1-point game.
And Oregon really doesn't have a true shot blocker in with Biddle on the bench and KJ Evans at the 5. Oregon going small.
21-20 Ducks. 10:33 to play. Wei Lin fakes. Now drives, kicks. Shooting short. KJ Evans from the right corner. Rebound. Oregon State. C from the left wing. Passes to the right. Trying to drive. Ekasi to the basket again. He missed it. Rebound. Grabbed by Lin. He runs the floor. Passes it to Pryor. Able to get to the cup, and he lays it in. 23-20.
Nice job there by Wei Lin. Cutting Pryor. Offensive transition. Good finish by the athletic guard for Oregon.
Under 10 minutes now in the first half. Beavers have made 5 of their last 6. Yak works it to Samar. Samar trying to drive. Fake. Goes up, missed it, and now Evans grabs the miss. Outlet Shellstad. Runs it to Lin from the left wing. Lin, pass inside. Evans dunks it in. Nice pass by Wei Lin.
2 in a row by Wei Lin. He's got great court awareness. He's always got his head up, always makes the right pass. Kind of a true point guard for Oregon.
25-20. Oregon State ball driving inside. A whistle as Samar took it down the left side of the lane.
And that's where Wei Lin's got to get a little bit better for Oregon. Just kind of open the door on the closeout.
That's the second foul on Lin.
Mateus on the line, shooting 2.
9:17 until the halftime break. Free throw is good.
It's kind of a missed opportunity as number 4, Yak, checks out for the Beavers for Oregon to pick up his 3rd foul.
Jorge Diaz-Graham, a transfer from Pitt now, checks in for the first time. Free throw good at 25-22.
Oregon State in a three-quarter court tempo press.
Evans gets it across the timeline. Now throws it to Pryor, right wing, little space, gets toward the bucket, kicks out, extra pass, Simpkins triple, knocked it down. Nice passing, good look from the left wing. Simpkins with 5 points. It's 28-22 Ducks.
Simpkins playing with a lot of confidence early in this season. Great sign for the Ducks.
Ekesi runs point. Ducks close out on him pretty quickly. He has to pass. Now under the basket, though, and left wide open. Sutella scores. Easy to the basket. Point-blank shot goes down. 28-24, his first bucket. Ducks leading. Back to offense. Then back to Simpkins. To the right wing, Pryor. Inside, Stewart. Stewart tries to go to work. Too strong off the glass. Rebound OSU. Need a little more touch around the rim. Ekesi passes it to the big man, Diaz Graham, driving. It's blocked around the bucket. Now on the floor, a few guys are tied up near the Oregon bench. Ball went out of bounds.
Great hustle there by Oregon's Sean Stewart.
Yeah, two Beeves and Sean Stewart dove for it near the corner in front of the Oregon bench.
Stewart gets a little ovation from the crowd. Love to see players playing hard, diving on the floor, coming up with loose balls. Looks like Stewart may have cut his finger a little bit. Clay Jamison's going to take a look at it.
.809 to go.
And
the Ducks have asked for a stoppage. I paused, just make sure. It looks like Sean Stewart might have dislocated his finger. Just listening to what Coach said to the officials. So,
like Clay Jamison, the athletic trainer, might have to
straighten it back out. Which is never fun. You've done that once or twice, though, right?
It's just something as a basketball player, you know, your hands are always getting poked and got bodies and the floor and everything else that can pop it out. And just got to play through pain sometimes.
Looks like they're going to ask Nate Biddle to sub in now. How about Sean Stewart, though? Just, hey, fix that for me real quick, will you? He was ready to come back in.
He was ready to go. I think he probably would have stayed out on the floor if they would have let him.
28-24, Oregon. Pryor heads to the line after the foul on Sutella. It's too strong. Ball's tipped out. Oregon State gathers it. Malcolm Christie coming off the bench. Caught the tip to the perimeter. Ducks by 4. Next whistle will be a timeout. Oregon State basketball. Samar now bounce to the right wing. Ekesi tries to get to the basket. He's cut off by Simpkins. They kick out. Back to the top. Samar around a screen. Down the right side. Met by Biddle. Got Pryor in the air. And a foul called. Pryor came down on his back. Whistle should go against the Ducks, I think. Yep. Goes on Pryor as the Ducks lead by 4. And the whistle triggers a timeout. 28-24 Oregon with 7:45 remaining until halftime on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
I'm facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
Wow, the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Lights are going up, snow is falling down. There's a feeling of goodwill around town. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here.
'Tis the season for seasoned pork, tangy barbecue sauce, onions, and pickles on that home-style bun. The McRib is coming to town, only for a limited time at participating McDonald's.
McRib is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
Well, it's been a rivalry game so far. I'm Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson. You knew it wasn't going to be easy. When Oregon got out to an 11-0 lead, I thought, okay. And then when the Beavers had 7 fouls before the first media timeout, I thought, okay. And here we are, it's a 4-point game.
Yeah. Oregon came out firing on all cylinders. They were executing. Everyone was touching the ball. They had great defensive transition against OSU. And, you know, you look up and you say, oh, Oregon might run away with this. It's been a little bit of a coaching duel, though. Both coaches going from matchup zone, 2-3 zone, 3-quarter court zone, as Dylan Brooks, former Oregon great, looks on from the sidelines. It's always great when the alums come back to watch the games, Joey.
Pretty cool. Well, and it's nice to have some guys in the NBA, huh?
You know, he's a tough guy. He never backed down from a big rivalry game.
No.
If anything, you had to tell him to call him, like, bring it back a little bit.
He did.
Tense player for the Ducks.
I remember at one point he, out of a timeout, was just interacting with the Duck, and Duck had, you know, the noise machine, as you do, basically a repurposed trash can that he would open. And then Dylan Brooks just walked over and was like, no, just rip the lid off. That's what Dylan Brooks was during the timeouts. Both free throws good from Samar. Oregon leading it 28-26. Beavs not going away. Duck basketball. Shellstad with 7.5 to go until halftime. Dribbling to the left. He passes to Simpkins, right back to Shellstad. Bounces it to Biddle. Short corner. Backing down. Left side of the lane. Puts it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound tips long. Lindsey's able to track it down. Now to Simpkins. Dribbling. Pass to Biddle. Swing to the left. Shellstad open for 3. Might have gotten a hand on it. Did Diaz-Graham. Offensive rebound. Ducks on the air ball. Oregon ricochets it around to Lindsey. Now inside to Biddle. Biddle tries to go to work, and an offensive foul call. I think Biddle thought he was in the restricted zone, but he wasn't.
Well, it was a nice acting job for Graham there. Biddle with a little bit of contact, playing physical, but Graham going flying into the first row.
6:57 to play.
Both teams in zone defense.
Diaz-Graham with it. Dribbling to the left side. Ekesi bounces to Christie. Now back to Christie. He catches left corner and hits it. 3 ball on the catch and shoot. Beavs have the lead, 29-28. 6.5 to go in the first half. 7-0 run for Oregon State. Lindsey dribbles to the top and stops. Now a pass to the right side, Simpkins. Simpkins steps back. Now moving the ball to Lindsey left side. 4 to shoot. Lindsey pass to Shellstad from the logo for 3. He got it.
He banked it in from near midcourt.
10 points for the Oregonian. Ducks back in front, 31-29, and Shellstad steals it near midcourt. Takes it to the bucket, misses a contested lay-in. He spun around under the basket, couldn't kiss it off the glass. In transition, Beavers able to get a shot up. Diaz-Graham, no good. Oregon rebound. Pass to Lindsey, right corner. Throws it to Shellstad. 5.5 to go in the first half. Shellstad tries to get by the defense. Passes to Simpkins on a kickout. Simpkins taking it toward the left side of the lane. Stops there and throws it back out to Shellstad. 8 to shoot. Ducks by 2. Shellstad Passes Evans. Evans driving from the right corner baseline. He's bumped with 3.6 seconds on the shot clock. That'll send Evans to the free throw line after Jorge Diaz-Graham tried to cut him off.
And Oregon's going to have OSU in the bonus for the rest of the half. Good recognition there. KJ Evans going to the hole, drawing a foul.
Evans shooting 2. He's got 4 points so far. Short on the free throw.
And Oregon needs to have the recognition immediately crossing the midline of whether or not OSU is in the man-to-man or the zone offense. Kind of switching back from man to a 2-3 zone the last 5 minutes of the game.
Evans bounces the second free throw in to put the Ducks up 32-29. Jamari Phillips checking in. Good to see him back out there. Phillips defending the ball near midcourt. OSU with it. Samar now to Jorge Diaz-Graham and Christie working around the perimeter. Christie middle of the floor, angles right, tries to drive, has it knocked out of bounds by Shellstad. Beaver ball with 7 seconds to shoot, baseline out of bounds.
Quick hands there by Shellstad, knocking the ball out of bounds. It'll be OSU ball baseline out. I'm in a 1-4 flat set.
Samar in to Christie. Now Diaz-Graham tries to shoot it at the end of the shot clock. Contested near the free throw line. He airballed it. Shot clock violation.
Nice job by Evans. Staying on the floor, not fouling as the shot clock expired on that play.
4:40 remaining until halftime. Simpkins, left wing. Ducks swing now to the right. Phillips. Ducks moving the ball, taking their time. Simpkins tries to pass to Biddle. Right when I say that, didn't try to take their time. Beavers steal it in transition. Christie, left corner. Too strong on the triple. Evans soars for the rebound. 5th board for number 10. Oregon works it ahead to Phillips. Tries to go to the basket, has it knocked loose. Beavers steal it away again. Samar triggering from the right wing, missed it. Rebound White, jumper free throw line, good.
It's so difficult to defensive rebound when teams shoot a lot of threes in transition. Long shot, long rebound.
32-31, Oregon in front. 3:51 left. As the Ducks bounce it underneath to Biddle. Tough shot, he puts it in. He powered that one off the backboard through a block. It's 34-31. Ducks with the Oregonians combining for 21. Shellstad 10, now Biddle with 11. OSU ball with 3:28 to go in the first half. Shellstad helped, no, I should say Samar helped by a screen of Shellstad. 3 ball from the left wing. No. Rebounding foul against Oregon State. Evans should be shooting a pair when we come back. Oregon 34, Oregon State 31. That was the 11th foul on the Beavs.
Things looking like they could get a little bit chippy in this rivalry game. Graham had a little something to say to a few of the Oregon players as they head to their timeout. This is kind of what we expect, early in the season. A lot of times Oregon and Oregon State, this might be the last game of the regular season. This is a big game for both ball clubs.
Oregon by 3 with 3:20 until halftime here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a Dang Green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. It's selected. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Dang Green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
Your home for Oregon hoops. This is Duck basketball from Learfield.
Throughout history, apples have changed the world. But now, the geniuses at Fireball are using apples to launch their whiskey into a new era. Introducing new Fireball Blazin' Apple.
Please drink responsibly. Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 33% alcohol volume, produced by Cesar Colu, Kentucky.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Granger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Ducks by 3 at Matthew Knight Arena against the Beavs in this rivalry series matchup. Game 4 for both teams, a pair of 3-0 squads facing off tonight. Ducks are now in the Big Ten, and Hoodoo Ski Area has a big deal for kids 10 and under. Kids ski and ride free all day, every day at Hoodoo. Hoodoo Ski Area, your locally owned and operated destination for winter fun and a proud supporter of Oregon athletics. Oregon Hoops also brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill, proud partner of Oregon athletics. Celebrate responsibly. 3:20 left, and KJ Evans goes to the line. He's 1 of 2 there tonight, 5 points for number 10. 11 fouls on the Beavs, 5 on the Ducks here in the first half. Evans hits the front end.
Oregon State almost forced to go zone after their 8 first early fouls in the first 6 minutes of the game, but it's kind of thrown Oregon off a little bit on the offensive end.
Well, and the second unit for the Beavs has been good as Evans sinks it, 36-31. 21 bench points for Oregon State, 2 for the Ducks.
And you've got Yak Yak out there, number 4 for Oregon State. Their leading scorer right now is 6 points with 2 fouls for Oregon to draw his 3rd foul.
Sorry, Luke, he averages 5 points a game. Hand it off here to Christie. Off balance 3. Almost goes down off the back of the rim. Rebound Ducks, 36-31. Shellstad inside to Stewart. Stewart, the bench big man. Nice move with the left hand, scores.
And there was nothing Yak could do. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul. Great recognition from the Oregon coaching staff there.
Timeout Oregon State with 2:48 until halftime. I think Wayne Tinkle sensed that the Ducks could go on a little run there, now leading 38-31. It's a football score.
Really is. Good finish there from Stewart. So athletic and powerful. Kind of an undersized 4-man, versatile defender.
Oregon's on a 6-0 run in 57 seconds. Ducks are shooting 52%, 13 for 25.
Oregon needs to continue to be patient, not settle for early threes against the zone. Just little patience, little misdirection, maybe shot fake, ball fake, get the ball to the middle of the zone, get it down low, draw a foul, close out the half with 2:48 left here in the first.
Isaiah C. will inbound right in front of our broadcast location near the Oregon bench. 2:48 until half. Maury Phillips defending the inbound. They work it to Ekesi. Ekesi help from a screen. Has it deflected. Beavers able to keep possession. 14 to shoot. White a long 3. Rims out. Stewart grabs the miss. Outlet Shellstad. Passes ahead to Simpkins. Long 3 in transition. Hit it. Ducks by 10.
Simpkins is in rhythm. He is into this game. He's just playing with so much confidence. He's becoming that big 3 player with Biddle and Shellstad as Oregon State turns it over.
Oregon State passed it to nobody, and it bounced out of bounds near us on the sideline. It's a 9-0 run to the Ducks and a 13-2 run now for Oregon in just about 4 minutes. Beavs now 1 of their last 7 have not scored in 2:01. Oregon leading 41-31. Phillips up top, pass to Simpkins, now toward Stewart. Left short corner, steps toward the basket, has the ball deflected out of his hands, and then traveled as he tried to gather possession. Turnover.
Easily could have been a shooting foul against the Beavers as Des White and Sean Stewart got tangled up. The official calls a travel, sort of a loose ball situation there. The Oregon State basketball in the backcourt.
Both squads with 6 turnovers now. Phillips defending the ball near midcourt. Beavers get it to C, left corner. Gets one man in the air with a fake. Now shoots, misses. Rebound, Phillips. Ducks looking to run. Phillips with a one-handed pass to the left corner. Driving baseline, Simpkins throws it to Phillips, right corner. He fakes, throws it to a Beaver. Deflected. C, running the floor. Shellstad deflects it. Ball gathered by the Beavs, put back up. He missed it. Now Evans on the floor, punches it away to Simpkins. What an effort by the Ducks. Simpkins from the left wing takes it to the basket, tries to reverse, missed it. Stewart tries to go back up with it, and a whistle stops play with 1:16 to go in the first half. Foul going against Oregon State and sending Stewart to the line.
Incredible second and third effort to come up with that basketball. Fighting for the rebound, lunging from the floor by KJ Evans.
The foul went on Sutella, the 12th against the Beavs, second on Sutella. Stewart misses the first free throw. He's got 2 points tonight.
Just love to see that effort and physicality and fight from KJ Evans. That's leadership.
Evans and Simpkins out. Stewart missed it short, and I think a lane violation.
He has an unorthodox shooting routine, and he kind of pauses.
It's a long pause
in his shooting pocket, and I think about half of the players went into the lane early. He'll get another shot at it.
Missed it short. Ducks leading 41-31 with 1:16 on that first half clock. Stewart, a little too strong, and another whistle.
I think it's really breaking the rhythm of
lane violation. Will send him to the line again.
Both teams struggling to find Stewart's rhythm.
And he missed it short. Rebounds on the floor, grabbed by the Beavers. Well, in the stats, he'll be 0 of 2. Ekesi, drive it, blocked by Stewart.
Stewart volleyball spikes it into the first row.
Beaver inbound after the deflection on the shot. They get it to Yak from the left wing, working on Ezekiel Demir, fresh into the game. Pass goes up top to Oregon State, now C. C working it to Ekesi. 6 to shoot. Ekesi drives, kicks. Sutella 3 from the left corner, knocks it down. 41-34 now. The Ducks in front.
Oregon may look to go for a 2-for-1 here, about 10-second differential. I don't know if they'll have time now.
22 seconds on the shot clock. DeLynn up top. Now Shellstad right wing. Ducks leading 41-34. Phillips. Pass to Shellstad. 8 to shoot. Here comes a Biddle screen. Going the opposite way. Shellstad slices through the defense. Somehow passes it off to Demir, who couldn't finish a contested shot around the bucket. Oregon State, transition 3 from C. Way over the top. Ball ping-pongs out of bounds. And it will be Duck basketball with 3.7 seconds left. 41-34 in the first half. Ducks leading.
Oregon lucky to come up with that basketball. Looked like it could have been deflected off of Phillips, and they'll have just 3.7 seconds to go the length of the floor.
Biddle set up inbound to Shellstad. Shellstad races ahead, tries to put a shot up and draw some contact. Didn't get the call, went out of bounds with 0.2 on the clock. So the Beavs will inbound from under the Oregon basket. They just throw it to C and are content to go to halftime. Ducks 41, Beavers 34. Oregon State finished the half 1 for 9. But the Ducks just, every chance they've had to pull away. This happened a couple times earlier this season. They haven't been able to pull away from an opponent yet.
Oregon was up 10 with 2:41 left in the first half, had several missed opportunities, but it's tough. Oregon State is so deadly in transition. You can't lose their shooters. They just keep clawing back into the game. They're so effective from the three-point line as they mix up their defenses on the offensive end. But really, the offensive execution for Oregon was really good to start that half. A couple of missed opportunities at the free throw line. Oregon up 7. And I think Oregon State's lucky that they're not up more.
41-34 Ducks. Time to pause for the Toyota Halftime Report. I'm Joey Mack, along with Luke Jackson. We're coming back after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
A pepperoni pizza for the table. May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a Dang Green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. It's selected. Kenny Wayne's going to pour. Kenny Wayne's going to pour. Dang Green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
You're listening to Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/aware. Terms apply.
The Ad Council.
This is the Toyota Halftime Report on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Toyota, let's go places. A first half recap along with scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college basketball. And the first half stats. They're all right here. Now let's go back courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Ducks ahead 41-34. 48% shooters for the Ducks. 14 for 29 and 45% from 3, 5 of 11, 57% at the line, 8 for 14. Beavs 38% shooting, 12 of 32, 31% from 3, 5 of 16, a perfect 5 for 5 at the free throw line. The foul discrepancy, though, was significant. The Ducks were never in the bonus, or I should say the Beavs were never in the bonus. Oregon was in the bonus at the 16-minute mark of the first half. That did even out, and every time it felt like Oregon was going to pull away, to the Beavs' credit, they've hung in there. It's 41-34, and Oregon has the lead, but the Beavs aren't going away.
You're right. Oregon had an opportunity because of OSU's foul trouble to really extend that lead. They didn't capitalize at the free throw line, just 8 for 14, 6 missed opportunities. You have to love the leadership, the effort, and the physicality by KJ Evans. And coming into the season, kind of know what you're going to get out of Jackson Shelstead and Nathan Biddle. Who's going to be that third consistent player as KJ Evans doing it at both ends of the floor? He's got 8 rebounds, 7 points. And then, Joy, how about Takai Simpkins, who has been so efficient for the Ducks, and he's really proven more than just a shooter. He makes smart basketball plays. He doesn't force things. He's a great passer. He can attack the rim, and that balanced scoring with KJ Evans with 7, Biddle with 11, Shelstad with 10, and Simpkins, really being part of that big three offensively as Oregon is starting to get into midseason form here early in the season.
And you said it with Simpkins. He's proven to be a versatile player, which the Ducks could sure use alongside Shelstad in the backcourt. I want to mention Shelstad, too, with 10 points. Nate Biddle with 11 points and 5 rebounds. It's been a balanced effort for the Ducks, now looking for a little more consistency to slow down the Beavers. Oregon leading 41-34. He's Luke Jackson. I'm Joey Mack. Toyota Halftime continues with Ashley Gentry checking some scores after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
Deep in the woods. Deep in the woods. This is the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Throughout history, apples have changed the world. Newton's apple led to the discovery of gravity. William Tell shot an apple off a guy's head for some reason. But now, the geniuses at Fireball are using apples to launch their delicious cinnamon whiskey into a new era. Introducing new Fireball Blazin' Apple. Taste history in the making with Fireball's new flavor, Blazin' Apple.
Please drink responsibly. Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 33% alcohol by volume, produced by Sazerac, Louisville, Kentucky.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mental health.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now, so good to see you real.
The Toyota Halftime Report continues with a check of scores from around the country. Once again, to Ashley Gentry in the Learfield Network Studios.
Halftime at Matthew Knight Arena in a big-time rivalry, and the Ducks have the lead. It's 41-34 here at the half. And just one other game going on in the Big Ten tonight, and it has gone final. SIU Edwardsville on the road visiting number 23 Wisconsin, and they pushed to 4-0 on the season, getting the home win 94-69. And slow night in Big Ten basketball tonight. Just the two games there mentioned, but lots coming up tomorrow, including a big-time top 20 matchup between number 12 Kentucky and number 17 Michigan State. But we're going to take a quick timeout and come back with a look at the top 25, what's coming up for rest of Oregon athletics as well. But it's halftime, and the Ducks lead the Beavs 41-34 here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey, Duck fans, Jerry Allen here. You know me. I love great teamwork, and nobody builds a stronger lineup than Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking.
That's right, Jerry. For over 45 years, we've built fences, decks, and patio covers across the Northwest. And now we're bringing that craftsmanship home to Duck Country.
Eugene, get ready. Rick's brand new showroom opens February 2026, just in time to get your backyard ready for spring.
Come see us, meet the team, and start planning your next backyard project. Visit ricksfencingeugene.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. Built right, built Rick's. Proud sponsor of the Oregon Ducks.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Welcome back inside the Learfield Network studios. It is just about time to tip it off on the second half, and Oregon leads Oregon State 41-34. Ashley Gentry here with you inside the Learfield Network studios with a quick look at the top 25 tonight. All games going final, and a big win for number 13 Gonzaga at home over Utah Southern, 122-50. The final score. The number 20 Tennessee also victorious over Rice, 91-66. Iowa State, number 16, getting a win over Stonehill, 96-57. And number 25, NC State, they pushed their winning streak to 4-0, getting the win over VCU, 85-79. And elsewhere around Oregon athletics, women's basketball starting off the season strong. They're 4-0, scoring 80-plus points in every game so far this season. They hit the road for the first time, headed to Washington State for a 4 o'clock tip-off on Wednesday. Chris Clayton on the call there. And college football game day is back in Eugene. Number 8 Oregon taking on number 17 USC coming up on Saturday. Both teams coming in at 6-1 in Big Ten play. Trojans coming off a close win against Iowa, and it is back to football on Saturday. But right now, one more break, and it's time to kick it off on the second half on the court here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
You're listening to Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. On the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
That is an apple. That is new Fireball Blazing Apple. The original taste of Fireball whiskey, now laced with apples.
Please drink responsibly. Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 33% alcohol by volume, produced by Sazerac, Louisville, Kentucky.
The real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Wrapping up the Toyota halftime, I'm Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson, our statistician John Lundquist, Ashley Gentry back in the OSN studio. Second half keys. Luke, what do you got?
Recognizing which defense Oregon State is in for Oregon right as they come across the timeline. And then when you get an opportunity to put OSU away in those golden possessions, you're up 10, make your free throws, finish at the rim. If they're in zone, get it to the middle of the teeth of the defense, play inside out, go through Biddle. Opportunity for this Oregon basketball team to grow a little bit.
It just occurred to me that I've never referred to you as Master Luke.
Wow. Took a long time.
And we could be on to something here. Second half action in the 366 meeting between Oregon and Oregon State here in men's basketball. 41-34, Ducks have the lead. Same starters both ways. It's a starter unit, though, that wasn't all that successful for the Beavs. 24 bench points for Oregon State in the first half. Samar able to hit a long-range jumper, though. Step inside the arc near the top of the key, knock it down. 41-36 after some ball movement for the Beavs. Ducks on offense for the first time in the second half. Simpkins now to Shellstad. Bounce to the short corner. Catch on the left side. Biddle back out. Shellstad swinging to the right side. Lindsay driving, kicking. Right corner. Simpkins knocks down the three. Good ball movement leads to the open three. Simpkins in a rhythm.
Simpkins continues to impress for the Ducks, shooting with confidence.
44-36 Oregon. Lake around to pick. Passes to the left side. Samar inside under the bucket. Left block contested by Biddle. Forces the miss. Amenhauser had a good look and Biddle swatted it away. Shellstad now to Biddle. A trailer three from the top. Yep.
Why not? Block shot on one end, trailing three. Nathan Biddle, so versatile for the Ducks.
47-36 Oregon. Lake gets around Shellstad under the bucket. Circles underneath it. Now back toward it on the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Kick out White. Right corner triple. Candid. Rattled off the rim and down. 47-39.
Oregon State back in that 2-3 hybrid zone.
They work it in. The Ducks do to Evans. He falls toward the bucket and draws a foul. Lost his footing, but I think he got knocked. And that's what caused him to lose his footing.
And we talked about how do you break down the zone. Nice recognition there from Oregon. Get it to the middle, play inside out. And KJ's been aggressive.
Boy, and a critical third foul against the leading scorer for the Beavers, Josiah Lake. Evans, the lefty, makes the free throw.
And you're right. That third foul by Lake, Oregon State's going to have to adjust how they play.
Well,
they really need him in the game. He's really the head of the snake for the offense for this OSU Beaver basketball team.
Though he is -6 on the stat sheet right now. The starters, -14, -6, -10, -10, -12. It's been the bench guys that have done it for the Beavs tonight, but that's a rarity with how Lake has played in his Beaver career. Free throw good by KJ Evans to make it 49-39. Now Lake firing a three early in the shot clock. He missed it. Simpkins rebound. Ducks with a 3-on-3. Shellstad misses a three from the right wing. He had a good look. Just didn't hit it. White to the top. Left elbow. Stops left mid-post. Spins. Passes. Bounce to the perimeter. Munch tied up by Evans. Ball deflects out of bounds on the sideline. Should stay with the Beavs. Another good hustle play, though, from KJ Evans, who has 9 points and 8 rebounds tonight.
That's been the 5th or 6th time he's dove on the floor. And if your veteran big man is willing to do that, it just shows everyone else what's expected Those are winning basketball plays from Evans.
Ducks by 10. Beavers inbound. Lake pass to Samar. 8 to shoot. Samar standing on the O at midcourt, around a screen, feeling out the defense. Now down the right side, bounce to the perimeter. Corner three at the buzzer, no good. Munch, though, got fouled on a three. It's on Evans, his first. Munch, a 25% three-point shooter coming in, 1 for 4, and
that's just
Evans
knowing
got him,
personnel. Traditionally, you're not going to block any three-point shots. Just got to close out, hands up, defend without fouling. And Oregon goes up 10. And then right away, you foul a three-point shooter. Lets Oregon State right back in the ballgame.
First free throw good. Second free throw off the mark. It's 49-40 now, a 9-point lead for the Ducks. Munch, a 62% foul shooter on the year, hits that one. Goes 2 of 3. 49-41 Oregon with 17:20 to go in the first half. Evans crosses the timeline, pass to Biddle. Now they work it to Shellstad. Ducks. Simpkins, Shellstad, swing the left, Lindsay. Lindsay with 12 to shoot. Give to Simpkins. Now Biddle, right corner. Biddle going toward the paint, spins to the bucket, draws contact and one. Oh, boy.
Just a long drop step spin move. Keeps the ball so far away from the defender, protecting it. Those long arms. How did he find a way to finish that?
He's got touch around the basket. And I think his post moves have improved, and his physicality have improved significantly since that freshman campaign.
Oh, my goodness. The improvement from Nathan Biddle from freshman year to senior is incredible.
Free throw too strong. Stewart with a rebound. Ducks have a second effort here. Simpkins now to Pryor. Pryor throws it to Stewart. Trying to go down the left side. Cut off by the D. Kick out to Simpkins for a triple. Too strong. Whistle on the rebound.
But that's great effort. Really nice, intelligent play from Pryor and Stewart. 2 drives to the middle, jump stop.
And the foul goes on Pryor. The second on the Ducks.
It seems like every time Oregon's got an opportunity to open this up,
it's stalled.
It's stalled a little bit as they come out in a 1-2-2 zone.
Ducks
Press.
leading 51-41. Pryor almost steals it. That was his second foul, by the way. Lake working it. Dribbling near the free throw line. Lynn off the bench now defending him. Pass goes toward the post and a kick ball. It'll be baseline out of bounds for the Beavs.
Josiah Lake, a tough guard. He's just got the ball on a string. And you sit on the bench for a little bit. Wei Lin comes in the game, and you have to guard Lake. It's a tough, tall order.
Yeah, he does handle it well, doesn't he? He can circle around under the basket. He's done it a few times.
But it's a luxury for Coach Altman to bring in a very highly intelligent point guard like Wei Lin and let Jackson Shellstad take a quick breather.
Inbound to White. Now Sutella, hand back to White. Dribbling toward the right corner. Firing a triple off the dribble. He missed it. Air ball over the top of the rim. Rebound Lynn. Lynn's a guy that likes to run when he can, but he slows it down here. Now Stewart working it around the perimeter. Simpkins. Simpkins over the top to Biddle and contact. Biddle spun it off the backboard just for good measure. But before the shot went up, Munch fouled it.
And the Oregon coaching staff coaches Biddle to pin his man. They do such a nice job of that out of kind of a secondary transition. You have to be alert and aware that he can, if you have high post position, they'll just throw it over the top to Biddle with his long arms.
Third foul on Munch. Lynn inbound. Biddle catches, throws it back to Lynn, fakes left corner three, and got fouled.
See, I like that move from Wei Lin. Struggled a little bit from the floor, get a guy off the air, shot fake, draw a foul.
That's exactly.
Sometimes you just need to see a couple go in from the free throw line to get back in rhythm.
Sometimes exactly what you need is just to slow things down, and he's done that tonight. I think he's playing with a much more controlled pace. He just drew the third foul against Sutella. 3 Beavs with 3 fouls. Lake, Munch, Sutella as we go to a timeout. With 15:58 remaining, Ducks by 10 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Les Schwab Tires, our hearts shine bright. There's a toy drive-in store local children delight. For those who don't get many presents, you see, we aim for the season to sparkle with glee. In past toy drives, you've helped us inspire bright holidays for all, and our hearts never tire. So bring in a toy we kindly implore to fill a little neighbor's heart with joy to the core. This holiday season, give the gift of joy. Go to Les Schwab Tires to donate new unwrapped toys.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. So good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Oregon basketball sponsored by OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit. Oregon shooting 50% in the game and 47% from 3, 7 of 15. Luke, I think Oregon's inside-out game and the ball movement in general has been much better. Not a surprise to see that 7 of 15 from 3 so far.
Yeah, and I think it starts with Nathan Biddle inside, KJ Evans bringing the energy, Jackson Shelstead running the point. Then from there, who's going to settle in to their roles?
Free throw from Waylon is good.
So look at Sean Stewart, Pryor, Waylon coming in.
Second free throw is good. Lynn hits both. Waylon may have the highest free throw percentage on the team at the end of the year as Oregon presses and forces a travel by the Beaver guard Samar. Turnover gives it back to the Ducks, leading by 12, 53-41. Inbound to Simpkins. Fakes a 3. Mort works it to the middle of the floor. Pass to Biddle. Now Lynn. He catches and fires. Misses from the left wing. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Beaver ball as Pryor was fighting with White trying to get to the basketball.
Good box out there by Des White.
It really was.
OSU.
Missouri State transfer.
Those Oregon wings are so difficult to keep off the offensive glass.
Beavs inbound against some Oregon pressure. They get it ahead to Sutella. Samar works it to White. White taking it from the right wing. Power hop to the basket. Kicks back out. 3 up in the air and good from Samar.
Like Des White might have got away with a travel there underneath the rim.
53-44. Oregon still in front. Now Biddle, short corner jumper, knocks down
Just
the right side hit.
Textbook as execution, zone offense, working it around the middle.
55-44. Ekasi trying to go against Lynn. Stops, passes to White. Baseline drive from the right side. Blocked by Biddle and Stewart. They're going to get goaltending, though.
Problem with that, as Stewart, Pryor, and Biddle all came over on help side. I think Biddle actually blocked it before it hit the backboard.
Yeah, he did.
Oregon State lucky to have that called a goaltend.
55-46. Oregon in front with 15 minutes left to play. Shellstad. Pass to Biddle. Now right side Pryor. Pryor dribbling. Tries to attack. Throws it to Phillips. Firing a triple. Swish.
Good to see.
Jamari Phillips' first triple makes it 58-46.
It's nice to see him come in the game, knock down a triple. He's a kid that just needs a little confidence, a little experience out on the floor for the Ducks.
Now White, step back three. Can't answer. Rebound and a whistle.
I think Phillips can be a real weapon for Oregon. He's a great defender.
First foul, though, on him here.
Great athlete. Just kind of trying to put it all together.
14:28 to play. Ducks up 12. Baseline out of bounds for the Beavs to C. Fakes right corner. Now a dribble, launching a triple. No, long rebound, Oregon State. Ekasi sets it up. Ekasi trying to go down the right side. Kick, travel, C. Too many steps before he put it on the floor.
Just got a little ahead of himself there. A couple steps one way and then the other. Oregon's got an opportunity to extend this lead up 12.
Shellstad, Pryor, Phillips, Biddle, Stewart, the five out there for Dana Altman. Now Stewart. Bounce to Phillips. Phillips bounces underneath the basket to Biddle. Biddle against three defenders draws contact against Olavi Sutella.
And you said it, three defenders really had to come over to help. Biddle's such a presence down low. He's also a great passer and unselfish player, so come help too much, he's going to find the open man.
12-point lead for the Ducks still. Baseline out of bounds. Shellstad throws it to Stewart at the free throw line. Back to Shellstad from the left wing. Shellstad passes to Phillips, who fires a long-range three off the mark. Rebound OSU. Ekasi tries to go down the right side. Met by Biddle. Shot up, off mark. Rebound Yak. His second shot. A foul. Sean Stewart got him on the arm.
Yak and Stewart both had the basketball coming down with it, and just Yak kind of just took it away from him, and he's got great size and length. So he goes to the free throw line for two.
He's perfect at the line this year. 1 for 1 tonight, 10 for 10 on the season. Free throw good. 6'11", 230-pound junior from Australia. Evans back in for Bettle with 13:36 remaining. 58-47, Oregon in front. Yak hits him. 58-48 now. Ducks by 10. Shellstad. Give to Evans. Dribbling against some tight defense well beyond the arc. Now to Shellstad setting the offense. Pryor. Swing to the right. Phillips. Bounce to the right elbow. Evans catches. Throws to Shellstad from the left corner. Broke ankles. Put up a shot. Blocked by Graham. Stewart grabbed the miss, but a whistle stops play. Shellstad absolutely shook Graham, but he recovered.
He took a hard step to the middle and just snatched it back. Graham losing his feet, goes flying.
But the block out of bounds, and then Stewart stepped out of bounds. Second turnover for Stewart gives it to the Beavs. Still a 10-point lead for the Ducks as Stewart swats one out of bounds. A drive by Oregon State down the right side, but a foul on Jamari Phillips before Stewart swatted it away.
Back-to-back highlight plays here at Matthew Knight Arena. Stewart spiking the ball into the front row.
The drive by C. He'll go to the line. Free throw good. Simpkins and Lindsay coming in.
Look at the depth of Oregon with Pryor and Phillips checking out, and Simpkins and Lindsay come back in. A lot of depth at that wing position for Oregon.
Both free throws good. Cut it to an 8-point lead for the Ducks. 12:51 remaining. Shellstad. Pass to Simpkins, back to Shellstad, moves it to the right wing, Lindsay. Lindsay dribbles toward the middle of the floor. Pass to Evans, right elbow. Squares to the basket, spins, passes, Simpkins driving, gets it to Stewart under the bucket. Contested shot up, no. Evans' second effort, fouled on the way up.
And how many times has he done that tonight, Joey? Just finding a way with grit and toughness, second, third effort, another rebound for KJ Evans.
First foul on C, and Evans now 9 points, 9 rebounds tonight as he approaches a double-double. Free throws, a perfect swish. Six of the 10 points for Evans are at the free throw line, where he is 6 for 7 here tonight. Career 76% free throw shooter. Hit them both. Ducks back up 10, 60-50.
Oregon in with their small lineup with KJ Evans at the 5.
Beavers pass ahead across the midline. Samar sets it against Simpkins. Pass goes to C. Lindsay tried to steal it. Beavers pass now to Graham. His triple is good. Went for the steal. Led to an open bucket from Graham. Three-pointer makes it 60-53. Lindsay, now Shellstad left wing. Passes, swing to Stewart, and it's out of bounds. Lindsay tried to lob it into Stewart near the right short corner.
Kind of see some growing pains right now when Vittle's on the bench. What Oregon needs is just a big boost from that group. They just need to settle in, understand their role, get it to the right ball handler and the right execute on offense. Vittle draws so much attention. It's
rightfully
really,
so.
You know, KJ Evans has really had a great game in his own right, but I'd love to see Pryor, Lindsay, Stewart really just settle into how they're going to play together out on the basketball floor.
60-53 Ducks. Joey Mack and Luke Jackson coming back to Matthew Knight Arena on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
Lights are going up, snow is falling down. There's a feeling of goodwill around town. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here.
'Tis the season for seasoned pork, tangy barbecue sauce, onions, and pickles on that home-style bun. The McRib is coming to town, only for a limited time at participating McDonald's.
McRib is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Well, the good news is that the Ducks made 8 threes here tonight, which means Dave's Hot Chicken's giving the fans free chicken sliders. And I think we've also figured out now what Luke Jackson's having for dinner.
It just sounds amazing right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll let us eat it courtside, will they?
Sure
Just
they
gets
will.
all over.
Well, you could be the viral video of somebody who's eating right here, and of course that would be the time when Jackson Shellstad, saves the ball from going out of bounds and takes you out.
Yeah. But to your point, Oregon shooting 42.1% from the three-point line. And I think that's because of shot selection, working the ball around the perimeter, executing, playing inside out. As Nathan Biddle checks back into the game, Oregon has an opportunity to kind of pull ahead. Then you see Oregon State hits a three. They just kind of hang around, force you to think on the offensive end.
Oregon State will inbound against Evans. Ducks still putting on a little pressure, and Jamari Phillips still out there with Simpkins, Evans, Biddle, and Shellstad. 7-point lead for the Ducks. Beeves across the midline. Ekasi, pass to the right corner, back to Ekasi. Ekasi working it around the perimeter. Beeves now trying to drive inside. C met by Evans. He was able to keep his footing as Evans lost his footing and laid it in. 60-55.
A.J. Evans nearly stole the basketball away there.
Phillips, pass to Evans. Evans with a little space, goes to the bucket, can't finish. He goes to the line for two. Contact, whistle, the 7th against Oregon State. As Evans had to tie his shoe. Figured, well, I'm already down here after getting hit to the floor. Might as well tie my shoe.
Good recognition from Evans, not settling for a 15-foot jumper, put the ball on the floor, draw the third foul on Yak.
Yeah, now
try to finish with that right hand.
3 Beeves with 3 fouls and 1 Sutella with 4. Evans short on the free throw. Boy, he's been lights out at the line here tonight. Now 7 of 9 at the charity stripe, 11 total points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists for Evans. 4 Ducks scoring in double figures here. A 5-point lead for Oregon, 11-13 to play. Now 12 points for Evans.
Oregon back in a 1-2-2 three-quarter court press.
Lake, a prolific scorer, passes to Ekasi. Working near the left sideline. Shellstad screened off. Passes from the middle of the floor to C. C dribbles to his left. Now a 3 and a foul. He missed the 3 and Phillips whistled for it. Second on Jamari Phillips.
Just as a defender closing out to a three-point shooter, you just have to stay down, kind of chop your feet, get your hands up in the air. You're not going to block a lot of three-point shots.
I think he got him on the arm. C to the line. First free throw good. 61-56 now. C in double figures, the first and only Beeve in double figures right now. Next shot. C hit it.
Oregon State really hasn't taken advantage of the fact that Nate Biddle's really in drop coverage on almost all pick and rolls. Not really anyone showing.
All 3 free throws good. 61-58, Oregon leading. 10:45 left against the Beeves. They're just hanging around. Phillips passes to Biddle. Biddle toward the basket. Misses a finger roll. Foul called. Lake was looking for the offensive foul and then got called for the block. And that's his 4th.
It's almost one of those, flopping calls where there wasn't a lot of contact, kind of a late call from the official. Tried to take the charge with no contact as Biddle kind of sliced around him.
He did. Next free throw is good by Biddle. He's got 20 points, 6 of 8 at the free throw line. 63-58 Oregon. Beavers on offense. Eckesy defended by Pryor. Screen. Angles right. Stops. Lost the ball. Pryor hits the deck. Picked it up. And it'll be a held ball out of bounds to the Ducks. Pryor with a nice pick there.
Yeah, he's got great length and athleticism. Good defender for Oregon. I just see Pryor kind of just get into a rhythm offensively, see a couple go down. I think he's a player that can really help Oregon.
Each team now with 9 turnovers. Ducks, though, only have 2 points off turnovers tonight. Beavs have 11. 63-58 Oregon. Evans, handoff Shellstad. 16 to shoot. Shellstad passes it back to Evans. Fakes, now trying to drive down the right side. What a finish.
Drive and finish with the right hand, his opposite hand, up and in, attacking the rim, KJ Evans.
65-58, 14 points for KJ Evans. Now White, defended by Simpkins. Bounce pass to C, right wing. Passes it to Yak for a triple. He hit it from the top.
Oregon State, last few defensive possessions have gone man-to-man as Oregon rushes the ball up the floor.
Simpkins, right corner, three's open. Missed it. Rebound Evans. Another offensive board for the Ducks, the 10th.
KJ Evans has really played a complete game for the Ducks.
Shellstad. Long J. Good. Timeout, Dana Altman. As Jackson Shellstad hits it from the left corner, a step inside the arc. It'll send us to a break with Oregon ahead 67-60. 9:03 left at Matthew Knight Arena. Beavs are still not going away.
And would you say this is the most in rhythm this Dana Altman offense has been all season?
Shellstad with 12, Simpkins 11, Evans 14, Biddle 20. If you see those stat lines later this year, the Ducks are going to like the results.
And you have to give credit for Jackson Shellstad, who's such a tough player to defend. I think that's really taken a toll on Josiah Lake, who is Oregon State's leading scorer, who's been held to just 4 points.
Oregon by 7. Back to Matthew Knight Arena in a moment on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Oregon, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Cases may be referred or co-counseled.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Mom's facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
Wow, the mental work.
Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You could be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
Duck basketball brought to you by Slocum Center, 59 years as the Ducks official team doctors, and by Pacific Source. With health coverage for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles, Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. You know, one note coming in, a key to this game was stopping Oregon State's transition as the Ducks lead 67-60. How's Oregon's defense done with the transition tonight?
I think they've done a nice job getting back in transition, but you've seen a couple times where they're about to extend the lead 10, 12 points, and they fouled 3-point shooters. They just need to stay down, close out without fouling, box out and run, which is hard to do with those long shots, a lot of long rebounds. Oregon State just 6 offensive rebounds to Oregon's 10, as it'll be Oregon State basketball going the length of the floor against Oregon's 1-2-2. Kind of a tempo press, not a lot of pressure, just kind of like we're here to make you make a few decisions. It's uncomfortable, kind of breaks up your rhythm. Really been a staple of Dana Altman teams over the last 15 years.
Ekesi crosses the timeline. As we resume action, Oregon State with Ekesi trying to pass to Yak. Ball ends up on the floor, deflected by a duck and then a whistle. Boy, on the sideline, Simpkins and Evans were both tied up trying to pick up the ball, and then Evans picked up his second foul.
White tried to bounce the ball to number 4, Yak. It went through his legs. Oregon in the trap and just kind of got off balance, picked up the foul there.
Now both teams are in the bonus. Time for 1-1 the rest of the way with 8:44 to play at MKA. Ducks by 7. White trying to cut into the lead at the line. It's good.
These rivalry games, free throws, so important. Being able to convert at the line.
Second, good from White. 67-62 Ducks, 8:42 left to play. Shellstad to Evans, back to Shellstad near the timeline. He jumps across. Setting the offense to Pryor, right wing, working around the perimeter. Left wing now, Simpkins. Free throw line extended. Passes to Biddle. Back to Pryor up top, around a screen. Pryor pulls up left elbow. Missed the J. Rebound tipped by Biddle to Pryor, out of bounds off Pryor on the baseline. Oregon State ball.
It's really been one of those physical games, kind of iconic to Oregon State. A lot of bodies on the floor, players hustling, diving for loose balls.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and I really have to give the nod for energy and effort to Oregon defending their home court here at Matthew Knight Arena. Great crowd, pit crew involved in this game.
New pit crew shirts, always bright and yellow. Ducks try to trap, pass out of it. Ekesi advances the ball. 67-62 Oregon. Ekesi to White. Near midcourt. He passes it to C, right wing. C angles right, dribbling against Simpkins, cut off, picks up his dribble, passes to the elbow on the right side, trying to drive, lost the handle. Ball goes out of bounds. Beavers turn it over. The drive attempt by Munch, and he just lost the ball.
Yeah, he was trying to draw a foul on Nathan Biddle, who just had great position. I'm always amazed at, number one, his shot blocking ability, and number two, to do that without fouling. You know, it's just an important player for the Ducks. They have to have him out there and staying out of foul trouble. He just does a great job of that. Both ends of the floor for Nathan Biddle.
Oregon ahead 67-62 with 7:56 left at Matthew Knight Arena. He's Luke Jackson. I'm Joey Mack. Dylan Brooks in the house, and he looks like he wants to get in and play right now. The look on his face is intense.
He's always been a gamer. When I think of Dylan Brooks, I think of that game-winning shot he hit from the right wing against UCLA with Phil Knight in attendance. The Final Four run he had with Chris Boucher and Bell. That was a great Oregon team.
It was.
They were so fun to watch.
Ducks by 5. Back to Matthew Knight on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Nancy Martin. Nancy has positively impacted hundreds of people and thousands of pets through her work with the Fido Pet Food Bank. By providing pet food and supplies to families facing financial hardship, she helps ensure pets can remain in the homes they already know and love. Her efforts not only relieve the burden on struggling families, but also strengthen the bond between people and their pets. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Nancy Martin.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wide your arms for this world?
The Beavs have made 3 straight. Ducks leading by 5. It's a rivalry game at Matthew Knight Arena. Oregon up 67-62, 7:56 left on the game clock. Stewart, Simpkins, Biddle, Pryor, and Shellstad. Dana Altman's 5 on the floor.
So difficult to press the one-man fast break and press break Jackson Shellstad.
He's got a few defenders on him here. He passes ahead to Biddle. Now to Shellstad to set it up. 18 to shoot. Oregon by 5. Simpkins weaving around the perimeter. Now Stewart sets the screen for Shellstad. Shellstad down the right side, lost the ball, whistle. It's going to be 1-1 for Jackson Shellstad. Whistle on, I think they said Des White.
Like he tried to back tap it as Shellstad went past him. Just caught his elbow and not the ball.
Officials are maybe going to check to see who the foul was on here. .735 left. Either way, Shellstad's going to go to the line where he has 12 points, 5 of 11 from the floor. His first free throw attempt here tonight. He's an 84% free throw shooter. And Wayne Tinkle said, hey, if they're going to go to the monitor, I'm going to talk to my guys. So now Coach Altman's going to do the same.
Kind of a pseudo timeout with play stopped. One thing Coach Tinkle's done a nice job is anytime Oregon's gotten in a rhythm, which they have many times in this game, he switches from man-to-man defense back to a 2-3. Really been a little bit of a chess match back and forth for that recognition on the offensive end for the Ducks.
Foul is on White, his second. Free throw good. Shellstad hits the front end. 68-62.
It could have been a violation by number 13C, who didn't really allow Shellstad to follow through there.
Second free throw good. Make it 69-62 Oregon. Ekasi passes to White. Swing over to the right side. Now a bounce toward the bucket. Munch rises to the rim and slams it home. Beavs wanted a foul as well. Didn't get it. 69-64. Munch with 4 points.
So simple pick and roll. Pryor late on help side defense. Oregon State with the slam.
Shellstad. Help from a Stewart screen. Hedged hard. Shellstad now attacking the bucket. Left hand take. Draws contact and heads to the line. Foul against Munch. His 4th. Lake with 4. Munch with 4. Sutella with 4. Yak with 3. Fouls are catching up to the Beavs. Double-digit fouls in both halves. 7 minutes to go. That's the 10th foul against Oregon State, with Oregon leading 69-64.
Just another intelligent play by Jackson Shellstad as he makes the first free throw. Last 2 possessions, driving to the basket, knowing Oregon State's in foul trouble and getting to the line, shoot free throws.
First free throw good. Second free throw also good. 71-64 Ducks. Shellstad with 16 points. Defending the ball now. Ekasi tries to bounce to Munch. Munch near the bucket. Foul call.
Nice footwork there from Munch, who was traveling downhill rapidly, able to gather himself, pivot a few times, and draw the foul there on Stewart.
Third foul on Stewart. 71-64. Free throw short. It's only the second miss at the line for the Beavs. They're 16 of 18, 89% here tonight. Munch switches the free throw this time. 6-point lead for the Ducks, under 7 to play. Shellstad working toward the sideline. Trap comes. He throws it to Simpkins. Simpkins avoids one defender. Bounce pass to Stewart. Defense collapses. Kick back out to Shellstad. 15 to shoot. Resetting.
Good patience by Oregon. Really an important possession in this game.
Shellstad tries to skip by a defender. Pulls up with 5, and he nails it. 19 points on a 3 from the left side.
Just another big shot by a big-time point guard, Jackson Shellstad.
9-point lead for the Ducks. White around the perimeter for the Beavs. Shellstad defending it. Tries to get by. White stops in the middle of the lane. Puts it up with one hand. No. Tipped. Beaver basketball. Back up for 2. Timeout. Oregon State as the Beavs answer to make it 74-67. Johan Munch scored.
Looked like Oregon was going to come up with that ball. A couple of the guards leaked out like they were going to get in transition. Oregon State came up with it. No one home underneath the basket for the Ducks. Oregon State with the easy 2.
Each coach with 2 timeouts left. Ducks 8 fouls. Oregon State 10 fouls.
And Oregon State's just kind of done this in all 3 of their wins. Just hang around, knock down a 3 here and there in transition, be pesky on defense, mix up your defensive looks. These are big minutes, and this is great experience for this new team playing together, coming down in crunch time and executing. Oregon up 7 with 6 minutes to go in the second half. Going to break full court pressure from the Beavers.
Evans inbound to Shellstad. Thrown ahead to Simpkins, right wing. He dribbles out of some trouble. Now to Simpkins and Evans up top. From the high post, drives down the left side, foul. Jorge Diaz-Graham whistled.
And I think a year ago, KJ maybe would have gone early on that play. He caught the ball, swept, kind of surveyed, and then went strong to the basket. I think that's more of an experienced move from Evans, who is really playing well tonight for the Ducks.
That's the 5th foul on Munch. Sends him to the bench. 7 points for Munch here tonight. Evans to the line, bounces the free throw out. He's got 14 points. He's now 8 for 11 at the free throw line with 10 rebounds. First double-double this year, second double-double of Evans' career. Evans' free throw good, 75-67 Ducks.
Both Oregon State starting big men, Munch and Yak, are on the bench for OSU.
Ekasi, right wing, stops there. Pryor closes out on him, pressuring the ball. Bounces it into traffic and a whistle. It's on Stewart.
It's been a physical game. Body's been on the floor. People diving on the floor for loose balls.
Fourth on
Typical
Stewart.
of a rivalry game.
Fourth on Sean Stewart as he heads to the bench at the 5:27 mark. 75-67, Ducks leading. So Graham to the free throw line. Has not attempted a free throw on the season. One and one. Front end. Too strong. Rebound Evans. 75-67 Ducks. 5:20 left. Shellstad passes to Pryor. Now inside to Biddle. Biddle, defense collapsing. Hook shot. Might have been blocked. Evans cleans it up. Bounces out. Rebound out of bounds.
And it was a goaltend. One of the Oregon State defenders grabbed the net. And I think they're going to take a look at this.
And Coach Altman will challenge it. Yeah, a couple Ducks were saying, hey, that's a goaltend. So they'll look at it. Ball did go out of bounds off Oregon. That was the call, but KJ Evans thought it went off the Beavs.
But I think if they go back and review this, as the basketball that KJ Evans put up was rolling around the rim, the Oregon State defender pulled on the net, and I think it'll be a goaltending call. It should be 2 points for the Ducks.
Ducks will take it. Again, though, the Ducks just have not been able to pull away. That's been the consistent theme tonight. The Ducks have led by as many as 12. They've also led by 11. They started the game up 11-0.
They're putting a lot of points on the board. There's 5 minutes left in this game. They've got 75 points. Oregon State is just a difficult team to put away. I mean, they shoot a lot of threes. There's a lot of long rebounds. It's tough to box out. You got to give them credit for hanging around in this basketball game.
Nate Biddle plays well against the Beavs. 20 points tonight. In the last meeting in Corvallis, 24 points and a career-high 14 rebounds. He scored 17 points in the second half. And Biddle's been good here tonight.
Really put so much pressure on the Beaver big men as Yak checks back into the game. Really the only big for Oregon State that can sort of match his length. As it'll be Oregon ball, baseline out of bounds, and a 1-4 low set.
So the basket counts. Or no, it didn't. But the Ducks will have the ball out of bounds. So now they get it to Shellstad, left corner. Jab step three, good. He has 22. 78-67. Lake with it for the Beavs. Now Samar swing over to the left. Sutella and to White. White dribbling top of the key. Around a screen. Circling. Lost the ball. Pryor steals it. 4:40 left. Oregon up 78-67. So officially it's a missed layup, but then it went out of bounds off White. That was the call. Now Oregon ball. Shellstad. Another three. Missed it. A little bit of a heat check triple, and it didn't go. 78-67 Oregon. Beavers rebound the miss. Now Samar early in the shot clock. Air ball on a three from the left wing. Duck ball. Shellstad grabs it off the floor. Double screen for Shellstad up top. Shellstad to Biddle, now Pryor. Pryor, bounce pass to Biddle. Wide open on the pick and roll. He dunks it. Ducks up by 13. Timeout OSU.
There was nobody home on weak side defense as Nathan Biddle rolls to the rim. Great find by Pryor. The easy flush for the Oregon big man.
80-67 Oregon. Timeout Oregon State, and it'll go full. 4:01 left. Maybe now is when the Ducks pull away on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Your burger is served.
Thank you.
And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile.
Now that is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Today, we're going to talk about deep breathing, something we all need to do more of, especially when you're getting ready to call your health plan and deal with one of those automated phone trees. You know how it feels to get into an endless phone loop when you just have a simple question that could take 2 minutes or less, and then pretty soon, you've lost your zen.
Shouldn't your health plan help you reduce stress? That's why you'll talk to a real person when you choose Pacific Source Health Plan.
Tranquility.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included in every tire we sell. It's more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's all about you getting more from less. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and
Shouting at Matthew Knight Arena with 4:01 left. The Ducks lead 80-67. And more than half the points have come from the Oregonians for the Ducks. The big two, Jackson Shelstad with 22. Nate Biddle with 22 on 7 of 9 shooting and 6 of 8 at the line. That is just some great efficiency from the big man.
And Oregon's had really probably the best execution they've had all season, which I think has led to their 10 for 23 from three-point line. 43% from 3, and you've got KJ Evans with 15, Biddle 22, Shelstead with 22, and Takai Simpkins with 11 has really put together a nice little game as well.
Four players in double figures. The Ducks have been to the line a lot, 31 times. They've hit 22 free throws. Missed a couple front end of 1-and-1, so Coach Altman would want me to tell you that's really like 22 for 33.
And with 4 minutes to go here in the second half, Oregon up 13, a chance to close this game out and not let the Beavers back into it.
Lake, the ball handler, Shelstad bothering him. He spins by Shelstad, pass under the bucket to Yak, throws it to Evans. Stolen away.
Lake drove, and there was big Nathan Biddle with his outstretched arms. There's just nowhere to go. He turns it over.
Double screen for Shelstad. He regathers. Now attacking. Stops right wing. Passes to Evans. Now Biddle. Handoff Shelstad. Shelstad with 5. Passes to Biddle. Biddle thrown to Simpkins. Long 3 left side. Back iron. Rebound in the air. Tip. Pryor's got it and a whistle on the rebound.
And he screams as soon as he gets that. Looked like White maybe caught him on the jersey. How many times does Pryor come up with a loose ball? So difficult to keep him off the offensive glass. So he'll go to the line.
Foul one on Samar. That's his first, 12th on Oregon State. So Pryor will shoot 2. Too strong on the first. Pryor's a career 73% foul shooter, but just 50% in limited chances this year.
We talked about it in the pregame show, in a rivalry game, those loose balls, first one to the floor, offensive rebounds.
Pryor too strong on the next free throw. Offensive rebound, Evans. Whistle. Contact again.
The effort and fight and physicality from Evans, if he could consistently do this for the Ducks, makes this team so dangerous.
A lot of contact that he's drawn here tonight. Short on the free throw. C called for his second foul. Evans has been to the line now 13 times. He's 9 of 13 in the game. Free throw good. He splits them this time. Make it 10 for 14. 81-67, Ducks lead. Blake. With Shellstad right on him. Pass now to Yak. Yak, a handoff to C. C stops at the top. Bounces it to Yak. And now to C, who lost the ball. And it went off C, and Wayne Tinkle wants a review.
And I think that this may come back. Looked like as he drove, it might have gone off.
So the officials will review it with 9 seconds.
Like it might have gone off of Biddle's leg or his hand.
Looks like it did go off of Biddle's leg. I mean, you know, C and Tinkle both asked for the review right away.
It happened right in front of Coach Tinkle, and he wasn't going to let that go. Not with 2:53 here. The Beavers down 14.
Maybe again. This is when Oregon can pull away. The Ducks are on a 7-0 run the last 2:47. Beavs, though, are 5 of their last 7. However, they've turned it over 3 times in the last 3 minutes. 13 turnovers for Oregon State, and a positive for the Ducks tonight, 9 turnovers. They've continued to reduce the number of turnovers. I think a big reason why is the chemistry with Jackson Shellstad back out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Having Jackson back out there is definitely going to limit the turnovers. But on the opposite end, the execution has been great from the Ducks, led by their floor general, Shellstad. An opportunity here for growth for the Ducks to really value the possession with just under 3 minutes to go in the second half. Take care of the basketball. It's easy to do at home, but these minutes, these possessions, when you're on the road, they really come in valuable as the season goes on.
Ducks are at 47% from the floor. Beavs at 43%. After the Wayne Tinkle challenge, it will be out of bounds to the Beavers. Nine to shoot. C inbound. From the sideline, he gets it to Lake. Lake draws contact. Shellstad fouled him. He knew it right away. He clapped his hands in frustration.
Just kind of got Jackson off balance with kind of the change of pace, change of direction.
First foul on Shellstad.
As Lake will shoot 2.
Lake to the line. Hits the front end free throw. Well, Lake has now 5 points. The first point, though, of the second half for the Beavers' leading scorer, and he knocks down this free throw.
You have to credit Jackson Shellstad at the defensive end for limiting Lake's touches and shot attempts.
81-69. Ducks throw it ahead against some pressure to Pryor. He's blocked by Yak, but a foul.
A full court, one-arm football pass from Jackson Shellstad, breaking the press. Pryor takes one dribble, elevates, and is met by Yak at the rim. How high was he on that play?
Real high. You've called him a pogo stick, and it's impressive.
What is it? That's rare air. I mean, the elevation alone. You got to pop your ears on the way back down, Joey.
How high do you think he can slap the backboard? Pryor hits the free throw.
That's one of those plays as a defender you just want to get out of the way and just really hope you just don't get posterized.
Free throw good from Pryor. Yak with his 4th foul. 82-69 Ducks. Pryor hits both.
Pryor's head was at the rim on that basketball play.
Heck of a pass, too, from Shellstad. You said it. I mean, he zinged that thing up the court. Blake Back in action. Pass to the right wing. C misses a three with 2:27 to go. Long rebound by the Beavs. Pass goes to Yak left wing. Handoff there to Lake. 83-69 Oregon. Lake tries to drive. Got tied up by Pryor.
Pryor just got his hand caught in the cookie jar, wrapped up. Lake, an experienced offensive player, really the engine that drives this Oregon State train, kind of had a quiet night. Good job defensively by the Ducks against number 2, Lake, as he'll go to the free throw line.
So Lake will go to the line, but they're counting the basket. Yeah. I'm a little surprised that the continuation was granted there. So they count the basket. Lake makes it and then makes the free throw. Simpkins was called for his first foul. 83. No, he missed the free throw. Excuse me. 83-71. 12-point lead for the Ducks. 2 minutes to go. Oregon going to run some time now. Shellstad tries to get by a defender. Now hesitates, fades away, misses a jumper right elbow. Yak boards it. Lake trying to drive, gets under the basket. Now pulls up near the right mid post and knocks it down. He's got 10, 83-73. Ducks up 10. Don't want Lake to get going here late, though.
Big possession for Oregon. Need to execute, get a good look. Don't take an early shot. Take a little time off.
Minute 20 to play. Simpkins handling it. Attacking into the middle of the lane. Got to the basket. Pushed it over the front of the rim. 2 points. 12-point lead for the Ducks.
He's just an experienced, smart, strong basketball player.
Lake, right elbow, pass to Yak. Now to C. C dribbling against Evans. Contact and a foul called.
You know, last season, I think there was times where Oregon was kind of searching for another player besides Shellstad to make a big play, and it certainly seems like Takai Simpkins is comfortable in those situations.
13 points tonight as C sinks the free throw. 85-74 Ducks. 57.8 seconds left. C good. 10-point lead for Oregon. Ducks have led by as many as 14 tonight. Evans inbound to Biddle. Against a little Oregon State pressure, Biddle can advance it himself. Now he's tied up. And a timeout taken by the Ducks.
Well, I'm not sure if Coach Altman drew up Nate Biddle dribbling up the floor, but
he did.
Shows you the versatility that he has and the wherewithal to call a timeout when he got trapped at half court.
10-point lead with 48.5 seconds left. I think the Ducks have taken a step tonight.
They've controlled this game from the tip. They came out hot, executed, finished around the rim, forced Oregon State to foul them, got the Beavers in foul trouble early. And they've really done a nice job not letting them back in this game, Joey.
Yeah, the Ducks started out leading 11-0 and have kept it right around there for most of the game. You'll take it.
Well, you've seen gradual steps forward from this Oregon basketball team, which is common of Coach Altman. Some, growing pains early in the season as the team gels and lots of fresh faces.
Pryor inbound after the timeout to Biddle. Yak fouls him. 2 shots for Nate Biddle. That's the 5th on Yak. Beavers have now had 2 players foul out and another pair with 4.
And it's tough to take a foul. Normally a big man isn't a great free throw shooter, but
Nate Biddle is.
Nathan Biddle's one of the best free throw shooting bigs Oregon's ever had.
78% at the line this year. 6 of 8 in this game. Make it 7 of 9. Next one. Biddle good. 24 points for Nate Biddle. Lake lets the ball roll up the floor, now picks it up, loses the handle, falls to the floor, able to keep possession to Ekesi, who drives, misses a shot put style attempt. Biddle rebounds.
It's a grown man rebound, which Nathan Biddle is. Defensive end.
87-75 Ducks, 23 seconds left, 12 to shoot. Biddle coming out for a screen. Now Shellstad throws it over to Pryor. Pryor driving, lost the handle. Beavers able